When you've been on a weight loss journey for as long as I have, staying motivated can be really difficult. In this video, I'm going to go over some of the things that helps me stay motivated, especially when you've lost your motivation. If this is your first time coming to my channel, my name is Bobbie, and starting in 2018, I started on a weight loss journey to lose about 70 to 80 pounds, maybe up to 100. We're not sure. At this point, I don't know. So I lost a lot of that weight in the year 2018. 2019 has been a bit of a challenge, as most weight loss journeys are. And I have not gained any weight, but I have not continued to lose. I lost about 55 pounds, and I will say that I definitely lost some motivation in there. Thankfully, I haven't gained any weight, and I really do think that's because of some of the habits and complete lifestyle change I have made through 2018, and that has been a good game changer for me. So if you guys haven't seen the video before, I'm gonna link it right here for you can go to that video, and I'll link it below, where it tells you all the things I did to lose my first 50 pounds. And just, I think it's 11 game changers, and it has been something, I actually went back and re-watched it because I was like, I need to motivate myself. But in this video, I'm going to really focus on some things to get yourself re-motivated, re-energized, to keep going till you have reached your goal. First of all, I think it's really good to review the reasons why you got started. Why did you start on this weight loss journey? What was your motivator? Was it only to lose weight, which is a great reason in and of itself, but is it also to be healthy? What were your motivating factors? For me, it was definitely to lose weight, but it was also very much to live a healthy lifestyle. I wanted to be around to have fun with my grandkids, not just be the grandmother who sat on the side and watched her grandkids do things, but to be able to play and have fun with them. I don't have grandkids yet, but someday I'm hoping I will, and I want to have fun with them. I want to be able to enjoy life and be active in their lives. Number 2, do a little reality check on how you look now. Now, this is not body shaming, so I don't want you to think that I am body shaming. But when you've lost a decent amount of weight, you kind of can get lackadaisical. And this is exactly what I did. I started getting into smaller sizes. I started feeling good about myself. People were absolutely noticing. Many of you guys commented, you look great, and it's really good. And it feels so good to get those accolades. And you walk into a room and someone walks up to you and is like, what on earth? It's like half of you. What have you been doing? And it feels great. But eventually, those things stop. You don't always have those the whole time. And you can kind of get complacent. You already are in smaller sizes. I am in a completely different wardrobe than I was when I started. Of course, when you've lost 55 pounds, it's a completely different wardrobe. And so I'm already feeling good because I'm in smaller sizes. But am I really where I want to be? I don't think so. And one of the best things you can do is look at yourself with whole new thought process. So here's some things to do that. First of all, take a picture of yourself, and take a picture of yourself from the front and the back. So obviously have somebody take a picture of you. Now, the other one to do is to have someone film you walking towards you and walking away from you. Sometimes we just don't see ourselves in those ways. We see ourselves in a snapshot. We see it like head on, and we see ourselves in a mirror, or we might catch ourselves walking. Now that one's a big one. I saw that the other day, literally yesterday, and my husband and I were walking, and I caught a glimpse of myself walking in a reflection of a window, and I immediately turned to my husband and said, I need to lose more weight. Now, this is not body shaming. Don't sit there and beat up on yourself. This is to motivate, not make you feel bad about yourself. That could be something that would motivate you because you see yourself in what you really look like now, not just head on what you see or what you see in a mirror. This is a typical one, but I think it does need to be said. Watch some videos like this one or my one before, and there's other videos on losing weight and being inspired by them. Read books that will inspire you. Go on WeightWatchers.com and read some inspirational stories about people who have gone through the journey. There's nothing better than listening to someone or reading their story and just completely identifying with where they are. Many of you guys have watched my first video and replied to me and said, "You are where I want to be," or "I am going to be where you are," or "Our story is identical. We're exactly the same." It inspires me when you guys send me those things. I love that. So go and do something that will inspire you by reading it, watching it. There's so many things on YouTube, but that can absolutely motivate you. Now, I don't know if you are a praying person, but I really recommend praying about it. So I definitely have to constantly be just asking the Lord to give me the strength to stay away from the bad things, or to moderate them, or to keep track of my points and just start each day and go, "Okay, God, I need your help today. I really want to keep track of my points today and really be mindful. Help me to remember this." Or give me the strength to stay away from the dip that's at this party tonight, or whatever you're about to encounter. I truly believe in the power of prayer, and I know all of you might not do that, but I do really highly recommend giving it to God if that's something that you do anyways. You may want to change up some things in your recipes. I think sometimes, and I am very guilty of this, I definitely eat the same things over and over again. I'm just a creature of habit that way. I have found recipes that are 0 points or only a couple points, and you guys know I've shared them with you. They are my go-to. I eat them constantly. But the problem with that is that can get stale and it can get boring, and I don't feel like doing it anymore. So I think it's good to change up some things. So go on Pinterest and look for Weight Watchers points or low calories or whatever it is that you are doing, keto, or what are all the other ones, low carb. There's so many. Go on those and look and see if you can find some new recipes that can just change up some things. You'd be surprised. It might re-energize your thought process about eating healthy. If it tastes good, you might not feel like you're being deprived of anything. So try out some new recipes. Okay, it's getting hot in here. I need to take off my jacket. All right, on to more things to motivate you. One of the things that you may be tempted to do when you don't feel like you've been really keeping track of what you're supposed to, or you've not been on program, is to stop weighing yourself. You can kind of deceive yourself in thinking, "I'm doing okay. I'm not really that off." If you really are off, your weight is going to start creeping back up. It might not happen immediately, but it will happen. Keeping on weighing yourself will help you just have that reality in front of you and going, okay, you are deceiving yourself that you think you can eat the way you've been and still lose weight. And those are the things I have to say to myself. So keep weighing yourself. Do it only once a week, not daily. You can have so much fluctuation on your water weight and all of that. So don't do it daily. Sometimes when you're on a system where you can just really kind of do it without even thinking. So for me, it's the points on Weight Watchers. And I can pretty much eat without counting points and knowing that I am on the system. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. But when your motivation is low, it is tempting to eat things and just go, oh, it's just a bite. Oh, it's just a little bit extra. Oh, I'm sure I'm not that off. But all of those things will start contributing to more and more weight gain. And that's exactly what you don't want to do. So I highly recommend, if you are on Weight Watchers or if you're counting macros or calories, whatever system you are on, keep track of what you're eating, because that will give you that reality check. You will go, okay, wow, I really have been eating too much. No wonder I'm not losing weight anymore. You've got to see those numbers. You've got to see everything that you put in your mouth will definitely contribute to if you are losing weight or gaining weight or maintaining. I said this in my first video, and I truly believe this is one of the biggest game changers that I said in that video. I even think I said it in that video. But you have to set smaller goals. You have your main goal. You have your goal of what your goal ultimate weight loss is, or your weight, what you're going to weigh in the end of this whole thing. But if you only have that, it just seems like this huge number or lower number that just seems impossible to reach. I really believe that if you do some smaller numbers, then you will definitely reach your goals a lot easier. So, as you guys know, I started out by saying, okay, I want to lose 10 pounds, then I want to use 20, 30, 40. I've gotten to my 50. Then I wanted to be under 200 pounds. I wanted to see 100 and something. So when you've got that, that's great. Well, now I still need to do more. I need to set my next goal. So what is your next goal? So once you've reached it, don't go, yay, I've arrived. You have not arrived unless you are at the goal you actually want to live with for the rest of your life. If you are not there, you've arrived to set your next goal. So what is it? Write it down. Do something to inspire you to go, okay, yay, you. Reward yourself, not with food, but reward yourself with a shirt that's a smaller size, or a fun event to go to, or whatever it is that motivates you or you have fun with, and then set your next smaller goal. If you haven't already, I highly recommend having somebody that is going through this at the same time as you. Now, one of the biggest advantages of having a YouTube channel and posting a video about weight loss is I feel like I have a whole bunch of buddies going through this with me. It's you guys. You guys inspire me. Okay, the fact that I have to get on YouTube and have to admit if I've gained all the weight back definitely is inspiring. So maybe you need to start a YouTube channel. But in lieu of that, having somebody that you can talk to, that can just commiserate with you, that's not going to make you feel bad about yourself, but is going to inspire you to keep going because they're going through it. It helps so much to talk to somebody and say, I feel like I've lost it. Sadly, not the weight, but you've lost your mind because you're going off of your program and you did all this work. And having that person go, I know, I get it. It's so hard. Let's work together. Why don't you call me next time you're just feeling the struggle and you want to eat that something? Or, if your worst time to eat is 7 to 10 o'clock, well, schedule to go for a walk right there with your spouse or your good friend or by yourself even. Do something like that just to change up where you are with that thought process so you don't start binge eating at the end of the day and then negating all the work that you just did throughout the day. Now, this one might be a little bit hard to swallow, but you may need to give yourself a little talk. So you need to ask yourself one very important question. Do you really want this? Ask yourself that. Do you really want to lose this weight? Hey, Bobbie, we need to have a little heart-to-heart. Do you really want to lose this weight? Because you are not acting like you want to lose this weight. You certainly are eating a lot. You're not weighing yourself. You are not keeping track of your points. And you are deceiving yourself if you think you're going to lose weight this way. So, really? Do you really want to lose this weight? Maybe you want to start acting as if you do. But you need to really have a heart-to-heart with yourself and just ask yourself, do you want to be this weight for the rest of your life? And if you don't, then start acting as if you really do want to lose this weight. And the last one is a new mantra. So you guys know that I had some mantras that I put in those 11 game changers before, but maybe it's time for a new mantra. So here's my new mantra that I am saying. There are 2 ways of doing something, right and again. Do you want to do this all over again? Do I want to go through this whole process of losing all this weight again? I don't want to. I want to lose the rest of my weight and feel like I did it. I finally conquered this thing in my life that I feel like I cannot get control of. And I've had people say like, Bobbie, you seem like you've got your act together. I don't always have my act together. So this is something that I feel like I cannot get control of. I just feel like eating is one of those things that can totally dismantle any kind of drive and confidence and motivation that I could ever, it just saps me dry sometimes. And I am tired of having that thing in my life that I feel like I am always losing. And so I don't want to do it again. I want to be able to say, I did it, and I'm going to maintain it, and I am going to conquer this thing. So again, what is the mantra? It is, there are two ways of doing things. Right the first time, or do it again. Do you really want to do it again? I doubt you really do. So keep going. Keep going. So those are my 11 things to get yourself remotivated and get a little kick in the butt so you guys can get moving on losing the rest of your weight or getting started. But mostly for those of you who've lost some weight, you've lost your motivation, and now you gotta kick yourself back up to starting again. So I'm gonna say them really quick again so you guys remember. I have it on my phone here to remember. Number 1, review why you got started. 2, take a reality check on what you really look like now. That's that photo or the video or something. Like really go, yeah, not what I wanna look like. 3, watch an inspirational video or read inspirational posts or books. And you guys are doing number 3 right now because hopefully I'm motivating you. 4, pray. If that's part of your life, pray. 5, maybe it's time to try a new recipe or 2. 6, keep weighing yourself. Number 7, get back to counting your points or your calories or your macros or whatever it is that you're doing. Number 8, set smaller goals so that you have bigger weight loss. So don't think of just the end result. Think of what's the next step. Yay, you reached that one step. Now go to the next one. Number 9, have a buddy or talk to somebody that's going through it. You guys, talk in my comments. Talk to each other. Encourage each other. A lot of you guys that are watching this are going through the same thing. You would not have clicked on this video. Well, you may have just because you watch my channel. But if you are going through this, comment below, or maybe you've done it and you're like, guys, I did it and I am encouraging you and I'm cheering you on. So do that and I'll comment too. You guys know I try to always comment to your comments. Comment to your comments. 10, ask yourself, do you actually want to lose this weight? Because you aren't acting like you really want it. Number 11, which is come up with a new mantra. There are 2 ways of doing something, right and again. Do you really want to do this again? Please no. I am cheering for you. This motivates me to even write this list and to get you guys feedback and to talk to you guys. I so know how hard it is to re-motivate yourself when you've kind of fallen off the wagon or you've been doing it for such a long time. It is so hard, but it is so worth it. And so please know I'm cheering for you. I'm praying for you as well. And I will see you guys in the next video. Comment below. Don't forget to subscribe. God bless.